looks fine. This obviously has ties to the. Besides that, it looks fine. It looks fine. Overall, the trailer looks fine. I'm not blown away by what I see. What can I say? It was good. It was really good. Had a great time with this movie. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Will, and I am back to give my quick review for Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. This is technically a sequel to Suicide Squad. It stars Margot Robbie coming back to play Harley Quinn. We have some new characters in Huntress, Black Canary, Detective Montoya, and it also stars Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, who is the main villain of the movie. Now, this movie, although it is titled Birds of Prey, it really is more of a Harley Quinn movie. She is the primary focus of the movie. The Birds of Prey really don't team up until towards the end of the movie. So I think as one downside for the movie, it was slightly mismarketed. I think if you marketed it more as a Harley Quinn movie featuring the Birds of Prey, kind of like what they're doing right now, I think it would have been less confusing than just calling it Birds of Prey. Regardless of the title or regardless of the marketing of the movie, I think the movie is fantastic. It gave me a lot of vibes of the first Deadpool movie, the way that it was shot or the actual sequencing of the storytelling. So it wasn't really just linear storytelling. It was actually kind of jumping back and forth, finding unique ways to give exposition and character backstory without it feeling like the movie has to stop dead in its tracks to really tell it to you. There was a level of fourth wall breaking, which was, for this character, I feel like it works. The story basically centers around Harley standing on her own. Her and the Joker broke up, hence there's no Jared Leto in this movie. That's not really a spoiler. He wasn't planning on being in the movie to begin with. And because she is broken up with the Joker, the veil of protection that the Joker provided is gone from her. So now everyone's out to get her. And it's really just about her trying to survive and stand her own and find a purpose for herself going forward. There are ties to the Suicide Squad movie from about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. So there are some references to some of the characters, some of her past exploits, the fact that she was arrested by Batman and thrown into jail and then let go with a bomb in her head and then put back into jail and then broke out of jail. So this does take place sometime after the events of that movie, but it really doesn't require that you see the previous movie to really get a feel for this one. I think the story worked out fine. It was basically Harley Quinn's story, which is why calling it Birds of Prey, but really not featuring them until towards the end of the movie as a actual unit seemed kind of weird. It's kind of like if Guardians didn't really have them team up until the last act of the movie, and they still called it Guardians if they only followed like Peter Quill through. It would have been Peter Quill and the Adventures of the Guardians of the Galaxy, something like that. But besides the point, I think the movie is a hell of a lot of fun. There's a lot of great action. I would say my favorite character is probably Huntress. She's very quirky but badass all at the same time, and I'm curious to see what they'll do with her in a future movie. Hopefully we'll get like some sort of sequel that really kind of focuses on them as a team. But this really was basically Harley Quinn's standalone movie, which I think and that works totally fine. I mean, that's not a knock against the movie. I just feel like in the marketing of it's a little confusing. But action is great. The comedy is great. I think the musical choices in the movie were fantastic. I had a lot of fun with this movie, especially with Ewan McGregor playing Black Mask, who was the main villain of the movie. He's cold and sadistic, but still funny and charming at the same time. I mean, he's insane, and it shows throughout the movie because it's like just the things he does to his victims in the movie. It's very gruesome, which I see why they wanted the R rating, but I think you could have got the same effect just being PG-13. The R rating that the movie has doesn't feel like it needed it. I don't think anything would have been lost if you ranked this as PG-13. They were still swearing, but they didn't drop a bunch of F-bombs all the time. It wasn't like Deadpool. And they showed blood, but it wasn't super gratuitous where you couldn't have gotten away with most of it on a PG-13 rating. So I don't know if rating the movie R possibly hurt it in terms of having enough people see the movie, because it didn't have the biggest opening weekend, but it's doing pretty well from what I can see. And the reviews are great on it. I just think the R rating wasn't necessary, and I think you could have gotten away with a lot of it by just doing it PG-13. But overall, besides the marketing issues or the rating of the movie, I still think this is a great movie. I think it's a lot of fun. I had a blast watching it. It was really cool. I think for the time that you had everyone on screen interacting with each other were some of the best character moments in between characters bouncing off of each other jokes wise and things like that. Like I said, Margot Robbie does a fantastic job. I think Ewan McGregor is awesome as the villain in the movie, and I really like Huntress's character, and I would be really excited to see where they go from here with some of these characters, if we're going to get a sequel or maybe even a proper Birds of Prey movie. But regardless of the point, Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, or Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, whatever you want to call the movie, it's a great movie. I do highly suggest go checking it out in theaters if you get a chance to. There you have it. That's my quick review, non-spoilery. I try to keep quick reviews non-spoilery of the Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, whatever you want to call a movie. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's been a minute since I've done a review. I'm hoping to start going to the movies a little bit more. It's been kind of a slow January, and we got a few more coming up that I'm definitely excited to see. This is going to be an interesting year. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the movie. Try to keep it non-spoiler. You can follow me on Twitter at DKeekWill. Follow the channel there as well. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, catch you later. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video, and you made it all the way to the end. Aren't you special? If you did like this video, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up on the description. As well, if you click on my face right over here, you can actually subscribe to the channel for more videos. And if you've got a few minutes, why don't you check out a video or two that are floating on the side right here. Later.